Good evening, everybody. I'm so glad you're all here because what we are going to present today to you is all the projects that are happening in Panjim. On the coast, we are not going into other projects, but all the projects along the coast. More importantly, our recreational spaces. Many of us don't even pay attention to such things, thinking that, well, the government is doing everything for us, we need not bother. We have a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Of the people, yes. By the people, yes. But for the people, I would like to request you all to listen very attentively to the presentations that are going to be made so that we'll know if we have a government that is for the people. We have formed a group, it's a very informal group of Panjim people under the banner of Save Panjim. We invite all of you to be a part of this group. We are not concerned about what religion you come from, what caste you belong to, which political party you are affiliated to. If you love Panjim, please join us. We need everyone to be in this together. That's how we can succeed. So we are looking forward to you all joining us. How did we start the Save Panjim group? We came to know through some electronic media that our children's park in Panjim, known as the Bhagwan Mahavir Bal Vihar, that is, Vihar means kindergarten, it's for children. It was going to be converted into a waste to art park. We saw red, taking away a space from the people of Panjim, taking away the space from the children who come to this place, not only from the residential area, they come from all over, they come from schools, they have their picnics. And what were we going to get? A private, gated, waste to art park based on the Delhi model. So we went on to the Delhi model to see what this was all about. And what we saw there is waste to art means waste from like fans and any automobile waste, steel, these things which they say they got from the landfills of Delhi. Our landfills don't have such waste. This waste is bought by all our scrapwallas. It has value. But according to them, waste to art was going to get in a lot of tourists. This was based on the Prime Minister's Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So it would be waste to wealth. And wealth how? Because a number of tourists would come in, there would be a ticket collection at the gate, and then here we have waste to wealth. Tourists coming in, our children being locked out, our people being locked out. We were definitely not going to allow this. And this was in our recreational space. So we called for a meeting with the MLA of Panjim. He came, all the people of Kampal and some from around were there. He understood the problem that this was not a park that we wanted, and he agreed to scrap the project. We were happy. But what we learned later, that the same project is being taken to Karanzale. This project is going to be put up at a cost of 9 crores. And the minister says, we are not going to let go of the money. We want the money. So we are going to put this project in Karanzale. Money is all that you think of what about the people of Karanzalya? What about the children of Karanzalya? What about our space? It's another recreational space in Karanzalya. Is everything for tourists today? Are people of Goa, people of Panjim forgotten? Everything is tourists, 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 and money, money, money. That's all that seems important to these people. So we are not going to give up. Our fight goes on. And when we saw this particular, after this particular space, we said, let's look at all the other recreational spaces that they're going to take away from us. And we spoke about the space which is opposite the Hotel Mandovi, which was called Panjim Park, which was then converted into Mandovi Riviera or Quarter Deck. You all must be all familiar with this place. We understood that once Mandovi closed down, this particular area was taken over by the tourism department back again because it was leased to Mandovi. Now what was going to come here? That was a problem. The tenders were out. Tenders were open. We did not see what the who got it or what's happening. We don't know. But the tenders were out. We went for a meeting with Mr. Rohan Kaunte, the Minister for Tourism. He of course said, I'm not going to give it to casinos, whatever. But what we learned thereafter is shocking. And Ritu will fill you all in on this in her presentation. So we have Ritu Prasad here who will talk to you about the Panjim Park, which is Quarter Deck, okay? We are giving you an insight into all the projects that are coming along this coast. The other project, when we met the Minister for Tourism, he says, you know, you'll want to oppose all projects. See that Abhijit Prabhudesai from Margao, he's opposing the jetty policy. Did he ever read the jetty policy? We didn't say anything because we had not read the jetty policy. So after we came back, we read the jetty policy. And then we made a presentation on the jetty policy and sent in our objections and suggestions to the government. The last date was 31st October. We are going to have a short presentation for you on the jetty policy. We want you all to know what is happening around the place. So Elsa Fernandez will make that presentation. Then Ritu told me, she says, can you get me photographs of the ropeway that is going to come up in Miramar? So I said, okay, so I walked from Kampal to Miramar. What I realized all along the way is we had the Bandodkar football ground, then we have the Panjim Gymkhana and cricket going on there, and further we have the sports ground, and right now there's some archery contest or something going on there, lovely sports. And then you have the swimming pool and the newly renovated one which has come up, I think, which has a blue roof. We've not seen it, but that's the new swimming pool, I'm told. And when you go further, you have the indoor stadium. To the left, you have the indoor stadium where you have all type of sports. I know my children, they learn their gymnastics there. We all made use of this ground. This whole square is for sports. In front, you have the Directorate of Sports. The first Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Dayanand Bandodkar, he loved sports. So he is the one who started this sports authority and some cultural thing which was later changed to youth affairs. So he's the one who started it because he loved sports and he wanted our children to get involved in sports so that they could go further into nationals and international competitions. And that would be lovely for our children. In fact, I also trained on that ground. I was a javelin thrower and then a hockey player. We all use the ground, and so many of you all must have used that. But what is happening now? Right in the middle of this, near the swimming pool, between the swimming pool and the indoor stadium, this particular area has been transferred from the sports department to the tourism department. I believe they were looking out for a place to put the ropeway. And we had the managing director of the GTDC, Mr. Nikhil Desai, who went hunting for place to put this ropeway. Probably he went round whole of Goa or he didn't go. But he zoomed in on our sports ground. And he decided that this ground will be for the ropeway. Which means that all our sports people will be out. Everybody will be out. They'll be there in their places, but you'll have 16,000 people coming every day for these rides, the ropeway rides. And Ritu is going to tell you also what else is coming up in this ground. How can they take away these spaces from us? This is our problem. These are our spaces. It doesn't belong to Mr. Rohan Kaunte or Mr. Nikhil Desai or to Mr. Pramod Sawant. It belongs to the people of Goa. It belongs to you and me. And no way are we going to allow them to take away this land from us. It's all about land. Even the Mukherjee Stadium, if you know, in Donapal, which has been built, I think they said they have lovely flooring, everything for tennis. I don't know for what it has been built, but it's built for sports. And what do you have there now? You have exhibitions, money has to come in. Forget sports. It's built for sports, but money has to come in. So you have exhibitions, then you have political meetings, then you have political celebrations and everything but sports. This is how they are treating the people of Goa. Everything is about tourism, and tourism brings in money, so everything is money, money, money. So we have to do something about this. I want to okay. Before Ritu makes her presentation on the ropeway, I would like to run through something very important. This ropeway, as per the reports that we read, will be covering an area of 38,571.69 square meters. This could be Rejmagush and Panjim. I don't know what is coming where, but this is the total land that is going to be taken up for this ropeway. As per the Times of India, dated 3rd September 2016, remember this ropeway has been coming up from 2001 when Mr. Parrikar was the Chief Minister, 2016 when Mr. Parisekar was the Chief Minister, and now 2022 when Pramod Sawant is the Chief Minister. Nobody forgets about it. It goes, it comes back. It goes, it comes back. This time we are going to see that it goes and it doesn't come back. We must make sure we do it. What is said in the paper? The government will not invest in the project. Very good. The operator is going to invest. So what's wrong with it? The state government's contribution is to hand over the land. The project will be taken up under PPP mode, with the company being allowed to operate the ropeway for the first 30 years. If their performance is good, then there is provision to extend the tenure to run the project. Of course, I won't be living then. I'll be 97 years old. So I don't think I'll be there, but it's going to be given to them. Now consider this. The total area of the land, as I told you, is 38,571.69 square meters. Consider just 50,000 rupees per square meter. Someone told me in Miramar, it's more, it's less. Take 50,000. So, you are giving away land to the operator. which is coming to 38,000 into 50,000, 192 crores, 8 lakhs, 550,000. This is what you are giving. Now, listen to this. The successful bidder, who is Meanus Adventures Private Limited from Jammu and Kashmir, they have their office which they opened, or another company called Royal Rides in Karanzale near Blue Bay. They have their office there. They will pay how much? Now we are giving them 192 crores and more actually. What are they going to pay to the government? 1.8 crore. 1.8 crore only to the government. This is robbery if you ask me. Real robbery. The government will share 5% of its gross income with the state government as revenue. So 1.8 crore, they don't even say annually or for how long, it's just one-time payment, 1.8 crore and 5% of the gross profit. If they run into loss, nothing. Now, that's not all. There is a pre-feasibility report, and here it says that the terminal building which they're going to build there, inside, which Ritu will speak to you about, the terminal building can be leased by the operator to various ancillary tourism commercial operations. So there you go. Who says you won't be getting a jazzy, flashy casino in Miramar? It's all there. So what has happened with all this? It's so sad. All our sportsmen will lose their grounds. The people of Goa will lose their lands. And what we'll get? Chaos. 16,000 tourists with their cars, with the traffic on DB Marg, coming here every day. We can't bear what is happening right now on DB Marg. No parking areas, nothing. It's so difficult to find anything. We are going to get much more. This is what the government, who is for the people, is doing for its people. The Minister for Tourism, he was asked by the press, there's opposition to various projects. And you know what he says? Oh, opposition now is the flavor of the season. I want to tell the minister, we love this flavor because this flavor is genuine. It's people's opposition is genuine. We know we are going to suffer. This is what the people want. And our lives are going to be all turned topsy-turvy. We are not going to have any quality of life anymore with your projects that are coming up. So we will keep opposing. We love this flavor. But this is the flavor of Goa. But remember, corruption stinks. And this is what is happening in Goa.